Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons to Solinco Confidential 16 gauge. So I've had these strings for about 2 weeks now. I played 3 to 5 times a week in this past 2 weeks. And I gotta say, I really enjoy these strings. I've tried Hyper G and I've tried barbed wire in the past. Both of those strings very much different in their own ways, but I enjoyed them both. One of the biggest things about Solinco that I personally enjoy is the durability for the cost. For me as a tennis player, especially as someone who competes a lot, I'm always playing and I'm always breaking strings, right? So I'm sure that this goes out to a lot of other people as well. So when I can find a string that I can play pretty long with, that gives me good feel, gives good durability, then I'm gonna stick with that string. I like that. And I like the price point as well, because I'm gonna have to constantly be buying them. So for the price, I think Solinco is really something that I've enjoyed personally. It could be different for everybody, obviously the different amount that you play specifically. But for me, as a competitive tennis player and as a coach, I love Solinco strings. So this Confidential string, I got my hands on it 2 weeks ago. Shout out to my friend Norman Tram with Solinco. He hooked me up with this two sets of Solinco, and I got my hands on these. I like them, I do. Let's start with the ground strokes. I think I enjoy this just as much as Hyper G, if a little bit less on the ground strokes. Hyper G, I just really like the feel and the spin that I get. I think Hyper G does that so well. I'm used to using RPM Blast Bob a lot, but I like the price point of the Hyper G and I like the durability as well. So I think I like Hyper G a little bit more, but Confidential, still a great string on those ground strokes, on my forehands, on my backhands. I hit a little bit more heavy, so I guess I'm a little bit more biased in that perspective. But yeah, it's a great for, I think, for anybody that's looking to be competitive in tennis. I wouldn't recommend it too much for the beginner because it is pretty stiff. It's a pretty stiff string, I would say. And in terms of the feel that I get at the net, let's talk about volleys next. The volleys, I would say that is feels very firm, nice feel on the shots. I think this is a little bit livelier than the Hyper G. The Hyper G is a little bit more stiff, doesn't get as much control or as much feel, but this one, it's great at the net. Next, serves. That's another very important for me personally. I'm a huge server, I love to serve, and I think it's one of the most important parts of your game. This feels amazing on serves. The pop I can get on those serves, boom. It's unbelievable with this. I would relate it to Bob-a-Lot RPM Blast as well as Hyper G. I think the pace that I can get on it, absolutely amazing. So Solinco did an amazing job and giving them the most power with as well some spin and control. But yeah, that pretty much sums up kind of the biggest areas of tennis and in terms of the string. Overall, I really enjoy this string. I would recommend it to many different people. I would say just try it out, see how you feel. Some people may find it too stiff, some people may find it very lively, but for me personally, I think this is definitely a string that I can get used to and may use much more in the future. As always, have a great day, guys, and like and subscribe if you like the content. Leave a comment down below for if you guys would like to see me review any other strings or rackets as well. All right, take care.